so excited. Take me back to the night we met. Hello book besties, welcome back to my channel. We have another video today, and this one kind of came along because recently I've been thinking about 2026, the new year, new goals, and then I was like, I wonder what books are being released next year. I kind of went into a deep dive and found the ones that I am most excited about. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, we have some really good books coming this year and a few that I have some questions on, so let's get into it. We have my trusty drink. If anyone wants to know my drink order, forever and always, it will be a Dr. Pepper with vanilla and lime with coconut cream. I don't know, you guys, it's delicious. If you haven't tried it before, please do. It is my favorite drink in the world. My husband just got it for me, so we're ready to film. That's good. A lot of the books that I'm really excited about this year are definitely based off of the books that I've loved in past years. A lot of my favorite authors are releasing some books. There are also going to be just some books that I'm talking about that were released in 2025, but I just haven't had a chance to read them yet. So this is going to be my 2026 most anticipated reads, aka the books that I need to get read next year. I'm gonna just start right off with the one that I'm kind of confused about. I've known for a while that the fourth book in the Rome, Kentucky Sarah Adams series is coming out, and I could have sworn that it was coming out in the beginning of January, but I think that I saw that it's now coming out at the end of 2025. So we're gonna look that up together because I was honestly so confused. It was originally supposed to come out January 6th, 2026, which was obviously going to be the #1 book on my anticipated reads for January because I'm just obsessed with Sarah Adams, and I've pretty much given 4 to 5 stars on every single one of the When in Rome series books. Oh, you guys have no idea how excited I am. I'm so excited. Why am I giggling? I'm looking at the cover. It's gonna be so good. But apparently it's now coming out December 30th, 2025. So it comes out at the end of this month, and it'll probably be read in 2026. So either way, I am so excited about that. Coming home isn't a part of the plan until an unexpected job offer lands in her lap. The head chef at a new farm-to-table restaurant in her hometown. The only catch, it comes from James Huxley, owner of Huxley Farm, her brother's best friend. Okay, if you've read the other books, we all kind of know where this one is going. I don't want to give anything away, but this is going to be a really good one. This next one, I'm a little nervous about. Basically, this series for the past 3 years has been one of the first, if not the first books that I've read at the beginning of the year, every year for the past 3 years. If you follow me on Goodreads, you might already know this, but basically that series is Lightlark by Alex Astor. Every year her books typically come out in November, December time, and I always read them first thing in January. That's been true for Lightlark, Nightbane, Skyshade, all of them. The thing is, this next one coming out is called Starside. It's actually a really pretty cover. It comes out March 24th, 2026. And the reason why I'm a little iffy on this one is because I loved book number 1. Even book number 2 was pretty good. I feel like Skyshade, her book 3 in the series, really fell flat for me. And I was really hoping that was going to be the last book in this series, but obviously this book is coming out in March. It's not. And I'm just really hoping that I like this one again, which sounds so pessimistic, but genuinely, I have really high expectations when it comes to this book because I love the first and second book in the series. So let's see what it's about. But Eris has only vengeance. As a child, a goddess set fire to her village, killing her family heirs. What? Oh my gosh, you guys, this isn't in the Lightlark series. Basically, I am misinformed. Okay, this is an entirely new series. Honestly, I think I might like this one again. The description of this sounded like another Lightlark book. Kind of confused about that. Okay, let's look up and see if there's another Lightlark book coming out. Honestly, I'll probably read this one, but I am kind of confused as to why it sounds so similar to the first book in the Lightlark series. Is there another Lightlark book coming out? Okay, this is what I was thinking, you guys. Oh my gosh. You guys, this is so embarrassing how misinformed I am. Starside is an Alex Esther book. It's a new book, an adult fantasy coming out March 2026. Crown Tide, which is the 4th book in the Lightlark series, has already come out. It's already out. It came out last week and I didn't know. So I was right. These books normally do come out November, December, and I read them first thing in January. I'm probably going to read it because I've read all of them and I own them all and I need to know what happens, but at the same time, these books are really kind of killing me. So I'm really hoping that this one is better. Hi!
Does it look like he walked onto the screen?
Whoa, are you walking? Next, we have the one and only Just Friends by Haley Pham. You guys have no idea how excited I am for this book to come out. I love Haley Pham. I've been watching her since I was like a kid. I'm pretty sure we're like similar in age, if not the same age. And I've been watching her since I was like 9 or 10, I think. And so I can't wait for her book to come out. I saw that review that a lot of you probably saw. I think the review was kind of harsh. I think that they were judging Haley more than the book itself, and that's not what we do as readers. So I will still be reading Haley Pham's book, and I can't wait to read it. Also, Abby Jimenez is coming out with a new book called The Night We Met. Her covers are always beautiful. I will say that I still need to read Say You'll Remember Me. Also, has anyone noticed that these are like songs?
Say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset, babe. Take me back to the night we met.
Kind of fun. So this one seems like it's gonna be like a cute little romance again. I love Abby Jimenez's books, especially because they usually have more depth than a typical romance. For the entire month of February, I just want to read romance books. I don't know if I would get sick of it, but I really want to do that because there are so many that I need to get caught up on, especially some that are already on my shelves. Another one that I am so out of my mind excited about is, you guys, this one's gonna be so cute. The covers of these books that are coming out recently are so cute. I told you guys recently that I read The Bodyguard by Catherine Sinner. It was one of my favorite books that I read in 2025, and I wrote a review about it on Goodreads, and Catherine Sinner actually liked my review, so I did fangirl about that for a little bit. Turns out she has another book coming out next year in the spring of 2026. It's a romantic comedy about childhood friends Jojo and Cooper who reunite on a cruise ship for a destination wedding. That sounds so good. I don't think I read a story that takes place on a cruise before, so I'm really excited to read that because that sounds so cute. And yeah, now I'm obsessed with Catherine Sinner, and she might know who I am. She has no idea who I am. It's probably gonna make me want to go on another cruise. Another one from my favorite authors is coming out. Miss Lynn Painter is releasing First and Foremost, and I believe that this one is an adult sports romance about a football star and a fan involved in a fake PR relationship. Okay, you guys know I love fake dating, and we know that Lynn Painter does as well. So typically, I love Lynn Painter's YA romances. They are definitely my favorite. I haven't read one of her adult romances yet because genuinely I haven't heard some of the best things from people, but I still want to read them so bad, and so I'm probably going to go into that next year as well. And I love a little sports romance. I know they're so cheesy, but honestly, I'm like a sucker for them, especially how she did Fake Skating. And so if it's anything like that, I think that I am going to be a really big fan. Did anyone else hear about the Once Upon a Broken Heart novella that is coming out from Stephanie Garber? Because I already have Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber on my list of books that I seriously want to read so bad for 2026. But I was looking that one up and I found out that she's releasing a novella for the Once Upon a Broken Heart series in 2026. 6 weeks ago, She posted on Instagram, Eva and Jax, or Eva are getting a novella. And I don't believe that there is a date on it yet, but that it's going to be in 2026. So we don't know the title, cover, or anything, what it's going to be about, but they are going to get a novella. And I hope it kind of gets to tie some things together, because the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, if you haven't read it yet, is extremely slow burn. Like, extremely slow burn. I would love to get a novella of them like happily together, because we haven't gotten to see a lot of that. Real talk, can we just talk about when the 6th ACOTAR book is going to come out? Because we saw on her Instagram, I think last year, that she finished writing the draft and now they're in like the editing phase. I am really hoping for kind of like an end of 2026 release for that. If not end of 2026, then hopefully beginning of 2027. Either way, I think a lot of us are just kind of dying for another book in that series. I know that I am. And I also want to hear your opinions on what you think that's going to be about. So if you have any thoughts or guesses, leave them in the comments below, because I'm dying to know. Just a few books that are on my radar for 2026 that have already come out or are coming out of end of 2025. Yeah, I guess that includes In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams, because I guess that's coming out in 2025. And then also the Crown Tide, I guess now, from Alex Astor is going to be on that list as well, because me just being misinformed, I did not realize that those have already or will be coming out sooner than 2026. And so I will definitely need to get my hands on those. That being said, I do have some books on these shelves that need to be read. You know about my constant thing with my TBR, trying to get that number down. I still have this beautiful Throne of Glass series right here that I have not read yet. So that is on my radar for 2026. I want to get through that. Alchemy of Secrets from Stephanie Garber. I want to read it so bad. I just haven't gotten to it yet. So that is on my list. The Academy by Ellen Hildebrand. I want to read that one so bad. Atmosphere from Taylor Jenkins Reid. That's on my list. And Wild Dark Shore. I've heard some really amazing things about that one as well. Anyways, those are some that I definitely have an eye on as well as, you know, all of the books that I have on these shelves that I'm constantly trying to narrow down. And then this is very off-brand for me. This is very new territory for me. But I'm thinking that I want to start reading more nonfiction. So I'm thinking maybe like once a month or once every 2 months, I want to read a nonfiction book. I've recently been listening to Mel Robbins and I love her, and I'm pretty sure she is going to change my life. And so I want to read the 5-second rule from her and the Let Them theory, which if you haven't heard about those are huge. I've listened to her podcast where she's discussed those, but I have not read them yet. So those are on my list. And then I have a few other nonfiction books that some people have recommended to me. All of that included, those are some of the books that are definitely on my radar for 2026. And I can't wait to get back into reading. I think that I've been, and I can't even say a slump, but I've just been so busy that I haven't had a ton of time to read so far this month. And so for December, it's currently December 9th. And I have not even finished one book, which is like not great for me. But I know that I have to finish at least 2 this month in order to hit my reading goal for this year. The one that I'm in the middle of, I'm currently reading Picking Daisies on Sunday. And then I have a book club that is meeting January 5th. And so I should probably read that one. I think I will have a little bit more time to read, so I'll probably have some time to fit that in as well. So all in all, I'm very excited for the reading year ahead. And I also know that I need to pick a reading goal for next year. I know I want it to be higher than it was this year, but I haven't decided on a number yet. So I'm going to keep thinking on that one. I will probably include what I decide on that in a later video, and I will keep you updated on that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what books you are excited about that are coming out in 2026 that you cannot wait to read, or any books that you think that I should read as well in 2026, because I am so excited for the books that are coming out. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming back to my channel again and again. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.